Alright, so we're going to play a game called Neyyah. This is from a British company which has ties to Australia, as you can see down there. It's got the Australian government logo, Screen Australia. So they apparently used some of our studios to record parts of this. So this game is in the vein of Myst, sort of Myst 2 specifically, where they have the characters actually imposed in the game. So they take green screen like I am now, and the characters, the NPCs, would actually interact with you and talk to you. Now this format is seen as quite terrible by a lot of people, and there's reason for that because it does look quite dated. Even for the time that these games sort of came out, they were sort of seen as kind of weird. But it's great that we've got a resurgence in this sort of art form, because me personally, I actually really enjoy having the characters superimposed in the game through video. So we're going to check it out, see how the acting is. I know that these people put a lot of work into this, so hopefully despite all of the low budget look in some of the things, it will be quite enjoyable. And if you like this sort of game, I would highly recommend you check out the Myst series, because this is pretty much a Myst clone, in a way, but within its own universe and with a whole bunch of new stuff in technology use. Alright, so let's begin. Okay, choose your journey mode. So, in a lot of the old Myst games, it was all point and click in a way, so you'd click to where you want to go, and then in the later games they added actual movement around the space. Myst 5 was probably my most go-to, but I think this one sticks to point and click, so I wonder if these options give you any choice over that. So please note access to maps, traveler's guide, and main goals are available in the journey mode, and you can change your journey mode settings during the game in your journey tools option. So, guided by the ancients. Won't leave you feeling so alone during the journey. Receive new maps and location alerts, as well as pop-up texts to help familiarize yourself with Neyyah's controls and features. So this is basically a guided gameplay. So hints and all that, I'm assuming. Whispers in the wind, tutorials won't appear at the start of the game, and you won't be prompted so much during your travels. However, you will still receive notifications on new locations. So this is sort of no tutorial type of stuff, but like slight hints at where you're going. Okay, I think we're going to be going for this, Master Your Own, because I do love these puzzle games, as difficult and ridiculous as some of the puzzles can be in these games. Devour the complexities of Neyyah at your own pace without any assistance. Get out your pen and paper and take notes in order to build an understanding of Neyyah's world through your own observations and thought processes. Allow Neyyah to become your world. Now this is what Myst was all about. So basically you'd get yourself a piece of paper, a pen, and you write down all the clues that you find in these games. So it seems that Whispers in the Wind and Guided by the Ancients has an in-game thing that keeps all of the notes. So I think, just for the sake of playing it the old school way, we're going to go with a piece of paper. I don't know how that's going to go with showing you my notes, but it's going to make it a lot more interactive. So a lot of point-and-click adventure games, it was sort of also the same thing. So games like Monkey Island, you'd also take your notes for certain things, because some of their stuff was quite complex. So let's go into Master Your Own Adventure and see how difficult this game is. Alright, here we are. Do I look around? Cutscene. Here we go.
Greetings. I'm Vermeer,
Vermeer.
head scientist here on Olajay. I'm sure you're wondering why you've been torn from one reality and thrown into another. Basically, your arrival was foretold by an ancient spirit, and your mission will change the fate of the world.
Okay, so we're
that's
some sort of hero.
pretty much it. Behind you, there is a key. It will operate the bridge to the Jalud station. Press the button to get inside. The Jalud will take you to Neyyah. In the name of Fazalta, your existence changes everything. Go to Neyyah. Save us all, like the Pelska foretold.
Okay, we've just been hit with a whole bunch of exposition. I feel like I should have been taking notes. Okay, yeah, so it's completely point and click. Okay. So we're trying to get to Jalud Station. This place is some Oja place. I'm already lost. Okay, so there's a key behind us, supposedly. But let's look up, because that doesn't move us. Oh, okay. This is probably going to be some sort of puzzle thing to do with celestial stuff. Okay, look back down. We go forward. If we press this button, that should open a bridge, I'm assuming. I can't click it. Okay. So then we must have to get power to this or something. Oh, we can look down. Okay. So there's a bridge down there, there's a bridge there. This is already, like, turning the cogs in my mind for everything. I'm actually loving this already. Okay, so we've got a door. We've got doors everywhere. Oh, that was not a nice transition. Let's see if there's an option for this. Options, transitions, relax? No, okay. Transitions off. I think transitions off is going to be the thing. Speed? Okay, it's a hard choice between speed and off. So, I think myst 2, which this is sort of a clone of, was just instant transitions. Having a bit of speed sort of gives you the idea that you're turning your head. Whereas the other ones where it's very slow, you can very clearly tell that it's just 2 images. So this isn't so much a fully 3D rendered world. I mean, this is a 3D render, I'm pretty sure, but they're just photos, basically. So I was kind of hoping that it would have a proper turn, but I guess that would have required a lot more work. As simplistic as these games are, they require a lot of work to actually put together. So I'm quite impressed by this. Okay, so there's a key here. What is this? Bridge key. Alright, okay, so that's what we needed to do the thing. Some sort of... I don't even know what to call that. And a blue... It's like the top of a chup-chup. Can I interact? Scanning my eye. Time. Portal activity. 1 hour ago, portal activated, sensor detected. Connecting Orion to system. Successful connection less than an hour ago. Searching for target. Target successfully located. Initiating teleportation. Teleportation in progress. Final phase initiated. Disconnecting portal. The old one has arrived. I mean, I'm slowly getting up there, but I'm not that old yet. But I'm assuming that I am the old one, the foretold person of the prophecy or whatever. Okay. So that's like an eye that scans you. So, just first thoughts on the actual interaction with the first guy, which I think is one of the creators of the game. When I was watching the trailers for this game, back when it came out, it sort of looked very campy and it sort of looked kind of campy and very like muddled together, but actually playing the game, that was quite compelling. Like, I actually enjoyed that. Okay, if we look up from there, that's the same thing. The dot's at the top right. So if we turn around... Oh, we can turn 90 degrees in some places. Okay. So that thing changes depending on which way we're looking at it. So there's probably a direct central thing. And then that should be, yeah, down. So some of these give us a 90% turn, some of them give us a 180. So the key opens that, I'm fairly sure. Go escape, we get inventory. Does it open with I? Yes, it does. It's a bridge key. Oh, that comes up. I thought that was a bridge down below. That is both a good idea for a bridge, but also it seems like a lot of work. Okay, so 180 turn. Yeah, I'm already gotten used to the movements on this. This is nice. So that's the teleporter. We came through that. We will head off down here. We can look around. So what is down there? Okay, we can't really turn. So there's pipes here. There's another door. There's a big ladder that goes all the way down. So we probably have to get to that door to get down there. I don't know if that allows you to walk around the sides. I'm guessing this drains, and then there's another ladder going down. Okay, and if we look over this side, there's the portal. And there's another bridge down there. So far, this place is quite interesting. There's nothing really going on at the moment. That kind of looks like a face, which is kind of funny. Yeah, okay. Let's continue. Look up. There's an arrow pointing down. There's two eyes. Okay, I pressed the button. Okay, so there's like a blue dot when you can interact. Otherwise it's, yeah. So grey when there's nothing, blue when there is something. Good to keep in mind. Okay, we're going through... This would be amazing in VR. I actually want to play this in VR. Okay, that was a rough transition. Okay, we're going into some generator. Okay. This must be the teleportation stuff. The multiple worlds. This looks amazing. Like, it's sort of low quality graphics, but that's the whole point of this sort of style. This is wondrous. I would have loved this as a kid. Okay. So we've got these crystals, which look like they have ferns. Well, not ferns, but like plants growing at them. We can look up. Okay. Let's turn around first. Up. There's nothing particularly important, as far as I can tell. Let's head on forward. Alright. This is like a little teleportation sort of vehicle. Okay, so there's a few things we can interact with, unless it's just one big spot. No, okay. We can interact with that, interact with... Alright, we're turning the, Okay. Alright. What, we're swinging... I'm so confused as to what mechanism just lifted us up there. Okay, we're going to a little island. This reminds me of Myst with the roller coaster. Yeah, there's mushroom. This looks like Myst 1, in a way. It's like Myst 1 mixed with Myst 2. There's good sound design in this as well. Alright. I just want to check if there is any option to increase graphics in this at all. Actually, let's save. Let's save. We've got saving options. We've got maps. So I think the game saves stuff that we see, but it doesn't notify us when the stuff added. So Neyyah offers a wide range of fascinating locations to explore. Upon entering a new location, a new map will reveal itself on the location list to the right. Okay, so when we find places, it will add it. Use the maps to understand the world you're exploring. Press M to access maps. You can click current location to inspect your current position. Okay. Take note of the new map update message, which will appear on your screen once you enter a new location. I don't think we get that because of our option. A red dot will mark the place where you arrived. So there's journey tools. Provide you with the materials that will aid you in your adventure through Neyyah, giving you more understanding in your encounters through the use of the Traveler's Guide, and allowing you to keep track of its goals through the main goals. You can also rewatch the scenes where you encounter characters. Okay, sorry. I thought maybe I would be forced to, like, just remember stuff, but you can go and review the videos. Adjust your game experience with journey mode. No, I don't want journey mode. Okay. But we can go and see all the old stuff. Controls. Okay. Okay, so this sort of explains everything. So the cursor pictures. So yeah, as I said, action for that. Forward, left. Okay, so it's not just left, right. You can also diagonally move. Zoom in, zoom out. Pick up item. Okay. Clear text, original text. So there might be translations in this. Color reveal. So there'll be some color puzzles. Yeah, so 90 degree, 180 degree turns, depending on where you are. Inventory item required. Oh, yeah, so when we were over the bridge thingy, it was showing us this, because we needed something. Hayida item required. Okay, we don't know about that yet. Skip animation, fast travel, faster travel. Oh, okay, so I'm assuming once we've actually explored places and we need to go back and forth to actually do stuff, this will allow us to just get to the end of a corridor instead of having to click through. Okay, escape is the menu, skipping stuff, so we're not going to press that. Q is to quit. Oh, that's dangerous having that. O's for option, I inventory, faster travel. Oh, so we have to actually engage this. G for the goals, Payeta case, we don't know what this is yet. Polska portal, which I think we might have just gone through. Unless it's like a personal portal. Traveler guide, character interactions. That would be the NPC videos. Maps, journals, controls, journey mode, which we don't want. Spacebar, action highlights. So if you're in an area, I guess you press spacebar and it shows you where you can interact. So left mouse, main interactions. Right mouse to deselect, return inventory items. You can load a save game by right-clicking on a saved game slot. Okay. Use middle mouse to open up your main menu. Oh, okay, so we can do that from there. Alright, what was the other thing that we had? We can collect journals, and if we press M for the map... Alright, so it's like a drawn out sort of thing. I'm not sure if we're supposed to have this in our version of the game. So what do we got? We got Jalud Arrival Station, where we just came in, and there's a camera, crystal mechanism, portal, some sort of pool, another 2 portals. Billix tank area, heater servers, water tank. Kind of wish I hadn't seen this. Arrival area. So if we click on this, that takes us in. Okay, so that's the overall place. So let's head out. Let's look around. Good music going on. Okay, no, don't go. I want to look up. I move out and then look up. Okay, yeah, I have no idea what mechanism it was that lifted us up. Maybe it's a, some sort of magnetic thing. Let's see, what are these things? What do they do? I don't know what they do at the moment. Seems like a portal of some kind. I'm like turning my head to try and get a better look. Can't interact with that. What is this? Can't interact with that. At least not yet, anyway. Let's move forward. Yeah, so if I press space, it highlights this thing. We need an item, which we don't have anything as far as I know. No. So, 2 poles and a circle. It's going to be some sort of puzzle. Okay. Just turn around. Yeah, this reminds me so much of Myst 2. I never fully played the Myst games. Played Myst 5 the whole way through, and a bit of Myst 1. And a tiny bit of Myst URU, Uru, depending on what you call it. So, this is going to be a nice intro back into these games. Looking down. It's very immersive, if I can say that much. So, turn something on. Okay. Let's turn that back and then try it again. Okay, no. We need to interact with something further down the pipeline to make that work. I'm gonna get very lost in this game. Nothing to read. No. Press the button. Okay, that needs the item that we don't have. We don't have an inventory item for that. That does nothing without the item. Okay. And there's 3. You know, I'm gonna draw this. I'm gonna draw this down. So it's a triangle with a circle with a solid line through it, and then 4 squares next to it with elongated lines depending on how far it is, with the third one coloured in. So my green screen's probably going to cut that in, so I just did a tiny drawing. Circle blue. It's just the first note. We're probably not ever going to need that, and it's probably going to be a very obvious puzzle once we get the item we need. What is that? Okay, so there's 2 seed thingies on the side. Yeah, I really wish there was like a... I'm completely here for the aesthetic, but I do kind of wish there was like a higher res option. But I think this already took them a heap of computing power to do, from what I remember when it first came out, because I watched a bunch of stuff on it. Okay, we need stuff to be able to do that, which we don't have. You can see me like looking around. Okay, so I've got a pipe that goes to that thing. I'm assuming those are portals. Green thing down there. What is this? Oh, it's another one of these. Okay. Scanning my eye. Neyyah Site 28. Enter? Jalud transport... Okay, what? System data intercepted. New message received from Vermeer. So Vermeer's that guy that we talked to before. I wish I could speak more on the importance of your arrival on our world, but it's unsafe and time is running out. Best I could do was send you to Neyyah, or Neyyah. It will provide you the safest route to the Jalud docking station where you must meet me. I thought that's where we were before. Enter the portal you have arrived at and find the lab. There's another Jalud transport pod there. Board it. The code to the powered location is at And we lost a signal. Crap. Color code. Successful Jaloud transport pod landing. Color registration verified. Registration should be visible at all times. We're advised to check the Jaloud transport pod after landing has commenced. Message received. Okay, that's just that message. Okay, there's a lot of colors. We're gonna leave this for now. Okay. I don't know if that was changing where the pod would have gone. Okay, this is our first time getting up to one of these blue things. I feel like this is a portal. But it's not activated.